Hey guys, how are ya? So, I'm doing good. Hey Rob. Hey Mr. Mohammed, how are you? Hope everything is good. Hey Matthew, how are ya? Just in case, well, I'll wait for a few people to get on. If you haven't joined my Discord server, look below. I have a link so you guys can communicate after the streams are done. I'm good, just jamming out to this Dev Mountain ad. There you go. That's the ad running, eh? Yeah, I pay for YouTube Premium. I couldn't take the ads anymore, so I just pay for YouTube Premium personally. So welcome, afternoon stream. I figure I'd cover something that I get asked all the time. So I'm going to jump right into it. The 7 steps to becoming a pro developer. 7 steps to coding. I'm just going to cover them pretty quickly here. And then we'll do some Q&A and maybe some other stuff as well. So I got a fancy new setup. Get ready to be blown away. All right, here we go. Oh my God, look at this. This is cinematic excellence here. So I got camera number 2. Yeah, let's see if we can get this going here. So I took down some notes here. This is the 7 steps. There's 8, but that has to do with money. So we're going to just jump into it, and then I'll do a little Q&A. So, because I get these questions all the time. So, what are the steps you need to take to become a pro developer? What do you got to do? So let's just jump into it very quickly. People who are on the streams on a regular basis know the answer, but not everybody is fortunate enough for that. So let me just jump into it. So number 1, you got to learn the foundations of code, right? I suggest a web stack, so HTML5, CSS3, JavaScript, PHP, a little bit of SQL, maybe Python. You know, those are my suggestions. But definitely HTML5, CSS3, and JavaScript, 100%. So you learn your foundations first. You learn how to code, you understand the basic structure of code and how to write basic apps, etc., etc. So that's number 1. Why do you do number 1? So you can get number 2. That's my glasses there. You get nerd eyes. Once you understand the foundations of coding and programming, you will have nerd eyes. Nerd eyes is your ability to discern and understand the larger software development landscape. Once you've done these languages here, you'll have a much better idea about what Swift means or C++ means, etc., etc. If you don't, look below. I have a video, 29-minute webinar on how different languages affect your job. So, okay, so we go on. You got your nerd eyes. So now what you got to do is you got to do 2 things. Number 3, you got to look at, I should put this in view. So number 3, you got to look at the jobs that are available in your area and what type of coding you like to do. This is right here, number 3. That's important because when you understand the job opportunities, and you also understand the type of work you like to do. For instance, writing C++ code is very different from writing JavaScript code. So it's a whole different game altogether. As an example, so if you want to learn, there's a 29-minute video link below, free webinar, which will explain to you JavaScript, C++, Java, Python, PHP, and their implications in terms of the type of programming you're going to do and the type of companies you're going to work for. So that's number 3. You look at the jobs and you figure out what you like to do. Once you figured out, you found a technology stack that you like to do, and there are jobs, then you go to step 4, you study a little bit of that, you specialize in it. So you do a little training. So let's say you do the web stack, and for some reason you decide, I want to do a Swift programming with iOS. You go learn Swift. But because you've done these, to learn Swift, you'll do it in a fraction of the time, much quicker. Or I think the majority of you might stick with the web stack. So you figure that out. You sort of, number 4 is, again, study and specialize. Again, this is a very short segment here. Number 4 is a quick step, maybe an extra couple of weeks you spend learning some stuff. And then what you want to do, number 5, is you want to put out your resume site. Number 5, resume site. Why do you want the resume site? You need a place to showcase your skills, make sure it looks good. So even if you're selling yourself as a Swift developer, having a clean, nice-looking resume site showing your Swift skills, etc., be very important. and also shows your ability to build something. Number 6, once you have that, you want to go out there. Let me just get this in view. Number 6, you want to go out there. You want to do 2 to 3 free mini projects for somebody or some company. Very important. This is going to, first of all, help you to develop some really good skills. And number 2, it's going to show prospective employers that you can actually work with people and build real software. This step of doing the 2 to 3 free mini projects is crucial, huge, very important, cannot be understated. Here it is, better view perhaps. So that's what you want to do there. You can get these on sites like Upwork or Freelancer, or maybe talk to a local businesses, friends, family, whatever. The key is do 2 to 3 free. I should have underlined mini projects. You don't want projects that are going to take 6 months. I'm talking like 2-week projects, 1-week projects, etc. Then once you've done these projects, you'll be able to populate your resume site with those projects. This is going to be huge in terms of you being a valuable candidate for work. Next, you apply for jobs. That's it. If you've done these first 6 steps, when you apply for jobs, the chances of you landing a job will increase 169%. 169%. Guaranteed. Once you have a job as a developer, that equals bonus steps. That gets you to this step here. This is CODER'S money, right? CODER'S money. As a developer, it will take about 3 to 4 years before you start reaching really big money. But you can start off pretty high. You can start off pretty high, much higher than just about any other profession. So that's the money-making level. And as an extra final bonus, 9, when you start making all this money, you don't want to start buying yourself BMWs and Mercedes and so forth. What you want to do is you want to invest and save FU Stash. Look on my videos, FU Stash. Save and invest. And this will help you reach financial freedom in a very short period of time. Invest and also have your FU Stash. So there it is. There's the first 7 steps from learning your foundations, gets you your nerd eyes, will allow you to evaluate the CODER'S landscape. Then you figure out what technology there's job opportunities where you want to, and the type of work you want to do. Could be web stack, could be Swift, could be Java, could be C#, could be C++, whatever. I have a 29-minute video webinar you can get to below for free. Check that out. Will help you understand that world. Then you specialize in whatever tech that you, step number 3 teaches you want to specialize in. That could be like a 2-week process here, depending. And then you put up your resume site, profiling, your specialization, go out there, get 2 to 3 free mini projects to do, and then you apply for jobs. You do that, you're going to get a job so much more easily than if you try to do a bunch of tutorials or something like that. So there you go. That's the lesson. I hope you found that interesting. How are we doing for time? Not bad. We've got to get to the point quick because people are impatient. So I hope you liked that presentation. If you did, give me the thumbs up on the stream. Let me know that you like this or not. Do you like this secondary camera? It's kind of an interesting idea. In case you guys are wondering, I'm using my iPhone to take video here, and I'm streaming it into my software. And the iPhone is actually doing this wirelessly with a piece of software that works on iOS only. I'm sure it's the Android equivalent. So there you go. That's the story. It works out pretty good, I think. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. So by the way, if you haven't learned, if you look below, there is a link to my Discord channel. I just set up a Discord server. We got about 100 members now, 114 members. So you might want to check that out. If you want to be able to contact and discuss with people in this community here that we're built up. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So you have any questions, you can put them to me. I'd be happy to help and answer. Coffee. Enjoy. Okay, so what else can I tell you? Yeah, so one thing that's come up and I'll let you know how it goes. I have been getting contacted by more and more companies who want to hire web developers and web designers and developers. So I'm trying to think about how to best do that. I think it would be good for them, the companies, and good for you guys as well. Put two and two together. And so, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. In all honesty, it could be good for me too, because if I can help companies find good developers, then they're gonna find that valuable. So everybody wins. So I'm just letting you know what's going on. I'm not an English speaker. What does FU money mean? Is it a curse word? Laugh out loud. I genuinely don't know. Good question. If you look through my catalog, just search for FU money, just like that, and you find my video where I had much shorter hair in that video. It's a few years old, but it teaches you a principle of money management that's going to help you a lot. So take a look at that. It leads to, as Ballflake said, financial freedom. It's a lesson that was taught to me by one of my mentors back in the day, about 160 years ago. So I think you'll find use of it. A lot of people find use of it. Shad says, I'm loving you as my mentor. I'm glad I could help, dude. Thanks for letting me know. Good. How can I do the reverse? I don't know what you mean. Arthur says, how about if market changes and you were looking at it, learn PHP, you go out a year later after you learn all jobs for C#, then just learn C#, that's all. Just learn some C#. As you know, if you're a PHP developer, especially 8, it shares a lot of the same PHP 8. It shares a lot of the same properties and principles that you would find in C#. So you should be okay. Google Overlords needs a thumbs up. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Thumbs up if you like this type of stream. Show us the computer. Oh, I disconnected. Is that still connected? I don't know. I think it's still connected. Hold on. Let's see what I got here. It is still connected. All right, hold on. Let's see what I can do for you guys. There you go. It's low. That's the iMac. This is the mic. This is the big camera. That's the fake plant. That's the view. I'm right downtown. So there you go. That's the rig. That's the setup. I hope you find that interesting. So this is a German mic right here. Neumann. Pretty good mic. Anyway, there you go. I hope that helps. Boy, boom. All right. So using the iPhone to do that. Not bad, eh? Yeah, things are just getting easier and easier to produce this stuff. All right. I assume that the sound is clear. Can you elaborate step 1? How would you know when you have understood the fundamentals? Good question. Well, I could just say take my courses, and you will know. That being said, if you learn the web stack, and I recommend learning the web stack first because it allows for the most flexibility in terms of jobs and in terms of the type of programming you will do. You can do web sites, you can do web apps, you can do client-side, you can do PWAs, cross-platform. It's just all kinds of opportunities. When you learn the web stack and you're able to produce a basic web app, maybe do a simple PWA, it will, and you're comfortable doing that. You're comfortable building a site, building the skins and the views. You understand what all that means. You're able to connect to a database and design a basic database, store information, do the basic CRUD operations, then you're ready to go. That's pretty much it. If any of these things don't make sense, you're not ready to go. And that's all it is. So good course will teach you all these different things. Another thing I want to point out, I'm going to start emphasizing more and more and more. I put out a course called Lizard Wizard, which is essentially a psychology and Communications Emotional Training course. And I put it out because if you're going to be a successful developer, a successful freelancer, a successful entrepreneur, a very successful employee that's valuable, you have to have really good communication skills. If you have superior communication skills, you will do far better in your career. It's not emphasized enough, practically at all. So I'm emphasizing it. I'm teaching you guys this. One of my mentors told me a long, long time ago, he said, I'd rather have a moderately good employee in terms of skills, who's easy to get along with and communicates well. I'd rather have this person than a super genius who's a total jerk. He used another term, but you get the idea. So as you're learning to code, if you are an introverted type, you should do my Lizard Wizard stuff. You see links below is the free Lizard Wizard KOMODO. And then there's the Lizard Wizard course where you have to buy me 2 coffees. I know, 2 coffees. It's killing you. And that will really help you with your ability to communicate with people and all those type of things, but also help you better handle your own emotions, help you to learn more effectively. So I hope that helps. Let's scroll down. Let's see some more questions. I just got here. Will this stream be archived? I believe this stream will be archived, yes. Is it possible to skip all steps before step 8? Yeah, I would love to skip to step 8 too. Unfortunately, step 8 is barricaded by the first 7 steps. But that's a good question though. How do you feel about blockchain development and starting with that? Again, follow my steps. It's just a question of jobs. I think blockchain jobs are starting to arise now more, but it's just a question of how many jobs are there out there. What are the probabilities you find jobs? You know, to do the foundation courses, for example, with my courses, you can get you know, the first few done in a month or 2, you know, and then from there, if you decide to jump into blockchain programming, it will be far, far easier for you. Okay. Let's see what we got here. How about learning Java? It's doable. There's no question. I think you find it easier to learn Python first, then jump into Java. Bonjour, I assume with the ping, je code. Bonjour, madame, je code. How about starting with learning Java? Okay. What language do you write .exe? Many you can do. Traditionally, it would be like a compiled thing like C or C++, but you can do it many. There are wrappers. So you can write something in Python and wrap it in an exe, so on. Hey, Kevin, how are you? What's with the 169 number? That's my age. Love your channel. Soft skills are so important. Good. I have failed at all these steps. I'm having a great day, chat. I hope you're having a good day. Finally made a stream. Hey, good. Welcome to the stream, Andrew. I just finished your JS course. Am I able to put myself as a freelancer now that I have, or what other skills would I need first? I assume that you've done HTML and CSS. Well, I just gave you the steps. Follow the steps. Your next step would be to use the nerd eyes to determine what you want to do. Get that resume site up too, you know. Let's see. Now it's some marketing service. Now it's some sort. I don't know. Yeah, behind the scenes. Yeah. Oh, nice exclusive footage. That's my opinion. Build software you can sell and learn programming along the way. Yeah. That's another option. Just start building software. Are you hiring? I think you'd be a good boss. I appreciate that, Burns. Not right now. Yes, that's it exactly. Do you still code? Not on a regular basis. No. I just graduated from college with a BSc. Congratulations, by the way. computer science, and I just started a job as a DevOps engineer. What do you think about DevOps career? Should I pursue on this field or go to software engineering? Try DevOps for like 5-6 months, see how it goes, see if you like it, and take it from there. Yeah, I generally prefer software development, but that's just me. Good setup, boss. Thank you. I heard Macs are like 50K, 52K. Do I watch Letterkenny? No, I don't. I like your setup, pretty cool. Okay. I just finished your JS course, got over 25,000 points from the questions while doing any other courses. Good. I am ready to put myself out there as a freelancer. If not, whatever. Okay, I think I got that. Congratulations on completing the course, by the way. Atif Bashir, this live stream idea is nice. Much appreciated. No problem. Howdy, how are ya? Okay, here's a question. A question for step 6. What small businesses do you think are more willing to let a coder do freebies for them? Restaurants, lawyers, can you elaborate, please? I specialize in Perm. I don't know. That's a good question. You know what I would do? I would look around on local web and find local small business websites that don't look too good. You find a local restaurant site or a local lawyer site or, I don't know, surgeon site, whatever. And you look at it, if you find they have an old, dated site and you know you can fix them, you should just reach them out, just tell them, listen, I'm going to fix up your site. This is what I think you could do. I'm not going to charge you a thing. I just want to build my resume. And that's probably the quickest way to start getting those jobs. I can't overstate how important it is that you get those first 2 to 3 free little projects to get you up and running. Thanks, Shad. I appreciate you mentioning that. Hey, Steph, why not start learning Java? I'm learning Java as my first language besides HTML5 in combination with PostgreSQL. Hey, if you can wrap your head around Java, fantastic. Java's a good language. Verbose, but good language. Just a lot of people find Python easier to approach, but if you're cool with Java, then do it. It's good language. I started learning how to code on March 1st, and I literally learned how to build websites and apps from Stefan in 2 months. Hey, I appreciate that. Cool. Do you have a course for getting out of coding, engineering management, or CTO, or something like that for those who have been coding since the Stone Age? Yeah, good question. That comes down to communication and interpersonal skills, business skills, so that you can take those coding skills and bring them into the corporate world, if you will. So what I would suggest, you do my Lizard Wizard course, you do my entrepreneur course. So you think like an entrepreneur. Cool. Let's see, we got a couple of days ago, I had someone go to my house for an estimate on a palm tree I want to trim. Instead, we made a website for trimming and a palm tree. There you go. That's the way to do it. Good job, man. Fantastic. Congrats. That's the way to do it. Hi from Germany. How long should I stay in a company before I jump to the next to earn more money? I'd say about a year or so. In Germany, you usually will increase your salary way more by changing companies than staying in the same one. Yeah, that's very common everywhere, by the way. It's not just Germany, Paul. Yeah, I say minimum of a year, simply because if you jump too much, employers are not going to like that because there's always a training cost when you got new employees coming in. So I say about a year, but that's the strategy. Yeah, I've seen people do that. They go from a year and then the next company, their salary goes up again. Then you go to the next company, salary goes up again. So that's the way to go. I like your style. You're calm and at ease. Tips to be calmer and more at ease while talking. Do my Lizard Wizard course. That's going to teach you how to control your emotions. I just graduated from college with BSc Computer Science. I think I got that one all right. What's next after Full Stack? Entrepreneur course or Lizard Wizard? I would go Lizard Wizard, on all honesty. And I think maybe people should do Lizard Wizard as the first course, because it's pretty broad-based in terms of training your mind. It will help you to manage your emotions more effectively, which will help you learn more quickly. But that's up to you. I would say Lizard Wizard, but then I would go the Entrepreneur course. Here we go. Hello. I finished learning JS. I wonder if I should learn any back-end JS framework or if Python is the better option. Depends on the job you're doing. I would, since you finished with JS, I would peek at Node and maybe Express, see how that is for you. And then I'd peek at Python and try that out. Hey, Stef, sound and video quality is amazing. When do you think is a good time to learn a CSS framework? I would do the basics, your foundations of CSS, and then I would jump into some framework, but I don't know, depending whatever one you want to, whatever one you feel you want to learn, But once you know your basics of CSS, then I just jump into that. Which library is best for making UI in C++? I don't know. I'm not a C++ programmer, even though I got C++ videos with over 1 million views. Hold on. Hi, Stef. How to get noticed by recruiters? Put up a really nice looking website. I applied for a couple of front-end job offers, but no response so far. I got 3 real projects for local business in my portfolio, 2 of them kind of big. I don't know. Keep hammering away. It's a lot of times it's a numbers game. Make sure your resume that you're submitting is well crafted, simple, clean, structured for a particular employer in mind. Is Linux better than Windows for web development? No, they both have their pros and cons. I finished my first alone project, paid, congratulations, in Laravel, something like a CRUD. What should I focus on doing next to improve my skill? I would just do Mr. Control-Alt-Supprimer. If I were you, I would just keep doing projects. Get paid to learn new things. Every new project that you complete, you're going to get better and better and better and better. And don't be afraid to take on projects that you don't understand all the stacks yet. You learn the stacks as you go. I agree. Software development is better. He's talking versus DevOps. I think it is, especially when you build it as a small business. Which one is better, Laravel or Symfony? I haven't looked at Symfony for a while, but Laravel is the leader in the game at this point. I tried to ask a question in question form. I tried to ask that in question form. I don't know. Hello, hey Candy, how are you? What's the secret to learn coding? You can find a bunch of videos where I talk about that on this channel. Generally speaking, you want to do a little bit every day. I'd say minimum 20 minutes a day and 4 days a week. Give yourself time to rest. Write code as often as possible. Very important that you write code. Question about freebies. Business will need to pay for hosting. Of course. Yep. You're not giving them money, but yeah, they would pay for the hosting, but that's such a small cost. React or Angular? Typically between the two, I'd probably go with React as an instinct. Should I do a job first, even if I know development? I have no work experience. What do you think is better, freelancing or a job or business? That's up to you, man. It's a personal thing. I know people who do very well freelancing, make a lot of money. They got a nice, stable clients. I know a lot of people who have jobs and they like working for people. I know other people who they own businesses. That's a personality thing, really. So what's better for you is the question. Lizzy Wizzy needs to be course 1. Yeah, I could argue that too. Lizzy Wizzy is Matthew's name for Lizard Wizard. Should be course 1 perhaps. That's it. Lizard Wizard is course 1 from now on. Go take it now if you want to succeed in life. How important is knowing about concurrent programming and parallel computers nowadays when it comes to industry? That's very specialized programming. I would characterize that kind of stuff as need to nerd programming. It's very rare for most developers to have to worry about that kind of stuff. So I wouldn't be too concerned about it. When it comes up, learn it. Linux or Windows for web servers. I tend to go Linux personally. I've used both. They're both fine, but I tend to lean to Linux personally. Stef, for those of us who want to start a SaaS, for people who don't know, is software as a service. Can you talk generally about the thought process you go through before setting one up, i.e. analyzing the business model, picking the language stacks, etc.? Okay. For me, I didn't go out there. Well, one of the SaaS I did, but generally speaking, if you want to start a business, you want to keep your eye out for potential opportunities in business. So in terms of a SaaS, you want to be in a situation where, you see some obvious place where a SaaS could be used, and then you deal with that. That is the strategy. And then you leverage the technology that best suits that SaaS. Today, when it comes to most SaaS, I would imagine, are web-based software. Not all, but most. And they're all the frameworks have their pros and their cons. Whether you do C#.NET or Java Spring or, JavaScript and Node, but Express, Python Django, whatever, PHP Laravel, etc. They're all pretty good. I tend to lean PHP Laravel. I think, for small and medium-sized development, I tend to think it's the best combo right now. But they all work. They all work, So you pick whatever one you want in that regard. Maybe it has more to do with talent. Like for startups, I wouldn't use Java. It's just too verbose and heavy. It's a good language, but it just takes too long to get anything done. And when you're in the startup phase, you want to get things out as quickly as possible. You want to be able to iterate quickly. All right, look, here's what I think. I am completely beginner at programming. I have planned to learn Kotlin, Python, Go, Dart. I believe at the time master them they will widely use. What do you think? I would pick one and develop some good skills in them, build some real projects, and then from there you can decide what your second, third, and fourth language will be. Just follow my steps too. Just follow the steps. I just laid out the 7 steps there. That will do it. What's the difference in your programs, Team Treehouse programs? I think mine are better. I design all my courses based on my experience going back to the 1990s. And my job as a teacher is 2 things: to simplify and to present to you, the student, what you need to know and not more. These languages are vast, whether it be JavaScript or Python or PHP or SQR, whatever, they're huge. And what I do is I leverage my experience as a professional developer, and I know what you need to know to be able to get up and running as quickly as possible. I teach you that. Also, my courses are very, very interactive, and they have a very set pedagogical, I can never say that word, pedagogical, it has a very specific structure to them that is used in education. I come from a family of teachers, so you'll find that you retain the information very quickly, and you understand the information very quickly. So I haven't looked at their material in years, but I just read the reviews. Just go to Studioweb on Google, studioweb.com. I just shifted everything to Google Business for my reviews, and you can decide for yourself. Check it out. How would I add a shopping cart with PHP? There's many different ways. Like if you go to Stripe, check out Stripe. They make it really easy. I think you can do it with just a couple of lines of code. PayPal is fairly easy to implement as well. So it's a broad question. It's like saying, how do I build a house? Depends on the type of house and where you want it to be, how big you want it to be. How do we get into FANG if we are working currently in lesser known company? You got to do stellar work. You got to do stellar work. Got to maybe get your name out there, contribute to some open source projects. I'm good at Excel and VBA. Yeah, there's still a lot of demand for that, you know. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, by the way, if you look below, there's a link to my Discord channel. You should check that out. Are people still on there? How are we doing with the Discord? Right now, there's 39 people on the Discord as I speak. So you should check that out maybe. It is below. How are we? Let's see if I go to desktop. Yeah, here's the Discord. So yeah, check it out below. See, we have 39 people online. And how many people? 94 people offline, but 39 people online. So people are joining. So I decided I'd put this up because people were asking me, put up a Discord, put up the Discord. So you have a Discord now. You can chat with each other and ask questions and so on in real time. Finally, I found your Discord. So here it is, right? Exactly. So there you go. I invite you to join the Discord. The link is below in the description. Your wish was my command. All right. So let's go back to the camera. Boom. Answer a few more questions. How do you manage projects as a full-stack solo developer when more projects come in and become difficult to work alone? What's your advice at this stage? Yeah, that's where you have to start partnering with other developers and see if you can find people, whether you hire them part-time or partner with them. That depends on your circumstance. And you have them just hire in people or farm out the work you don't want to do. That's it. That's what I would do. Welcome. That's the game. That means you're making progress. What's the next big step for WordPress front-end designer, non-coder? I don't know. I have to check in to see what's going on in that environment there. I think if I were you, I would just, if you're not already familiar, I'd become much more familiar. Well, get more familiar with the themes that are out there, the different themes, different opportunities that you have. If you're not a coder, you should learn at least a little bit of HTML and CSS. That will help you a lot. If you learn a little PHP, even better. Is desktop dying? Instead, most apps are browser-based and smartphone-based. Is there any need for desktop coders? Well, desktop is not what it used to be, that's for sure. It's not dying. It is where it is. There are certain apps like I use video editing software that still desktop is better. There are several apps, Photoshop, etc. AutoCAD, 3D animation software. Eventually, it may all go web-based or hybrid web or something. But yeah, the desktop, it's not what it used to be. Back in the 90s, early 2000s, desktop was huge. But it's just not the case anymore. Stef, can you remember the first website you built and how much you made from it? Good question. The first site I built was for my own business. The first site I built for a client, it was a legal firm. It was I keep forgetting about this. So it was an international legal firm. And I made a big business mistake with that. So I built the site. It was a simple site, HTML, some images. It was back in 95 or 94. And I made $1,000 on it. It was not a big job, small job. It was my first paid commercial site. And this is where I made a business mistake. I had my own business at the time. And I remember I built my site, and the business was small, but it was growing. And it was not in the tech business. It was import-export, rare fish, water purification products, and so on. It was growing, but it was in an old industry, the whole fish and the water purification industry, very old, established. And So this web thing just started. A pretty big legal firm contacted me and said, hey, we need a site. This would be a great tool, this internet, to be able to communicate with legal firms all over the world. It says, we have offices all over the world. You should build our site, and we'll get you hooked up with all kinds of other legal firms around the world. And I made the fatal mistake at that time. I'm thinking, wow, I already got a business making me money. I don't want to start a new business and take away from bad mistake. And the reason it was a bad mistake is because the web was so new at the time. It was such an exploding industry, and I would have had an in with all these legal firms all over the world. So it would have been a huge. It was a gift from the gods, but I didn't have good business skills at the time. I didn't quite understand the idea of a emerging market, a growing market. That's where the opportunity lies. So there's your couple of lessons in that story. It seems that nowadays coding education is much more popular than coding itself. Coursera, Udemy, online schools promise a big start in selling their stuff a lot. Well, if you look at the job opportunities in coding, you will note very quickly that there are tons and tons of coding jobs. So the educational industry, and I've been doing this since 2003, my first course, so they came way after me. It's just responding to the increased demand for well-trained developers. That's all. In my university, I teach C++ and Java. Are they good language? They're very good languages. They have their uses. Also, what is the best option for backend and best for mobile? Again, depends on the type of work that you're doing, Alain. And it's also, for mobile, I say web stack. Personally, I go PWA, cross-platform solutions for mobile. But it depends on the job, of course. Sometimes you have to go native. That would be Kotlin for Android and Swift for iOS, of course. I've heard, but I have not used, so I don't have an opinion on those. Which Python language I use? Use Python 3. Nice, finally catch you live, dude. Hey, no problem. Thanks for joining the stream. How are we doing here? Can I ask homework questions in your Discord? Yeah, give it a go, man. I don't know. We'll see if people answer for you. I can't guarantee somebody will answer, but go ahead. What do you think of Next.js? I have not used it. Java or Kotlin for Android? Definitely Kotlin. Is it possible that Google will rid off Java in the near future? I don't know, but they're recommending Kotlin. And Kotlin is just a lot more productive, so I would just use Kotlin. Hey, Esteban, how are you? Greetings from the UK. You're the best storyteller with the top audio and image quality. I appreciate that. I get the best bokeh in the game, right? Look at that. That's why I spent all that money on this expensive camera, so I could do this. Look at that. It's perfectly focused hand. Boom. Unbelievable. Sir, nowadays, is there any value? Sure there is. Lots of value in C++. What is your dream car? I like German convertibles. That's what I like. What's your tip for escaping tutorial purgatory? My tip is, I'll show you my tip. Hold on a second. Ready? Did that work? Come on. No, it didn't work. Let me try again. There we go. This is my tip. Close. You got to follow these tips here. Rewind the video and you can get the breakdown. That's how you get out of tutorial purgatory, right? You got the tips. You do tips 1 through 7, you get to number 8, which is a pretty good one. All right? There you go. 3, 2, 1. All right, now you know. All right, let's move off there. All right. Let's scroll down some more. All right, I think we got most of the questions. I am a student in your full stack course. Thanks for picking up the course. Is it going? It is going well. I'm glad it's going well. Is that enough to prepare for freelance? 100%. What I would do is, again, follow the tips there I just read out. If you want to get, you can. If you're going freelance, you should get the freelance course, of course, and you should get Lizard Wizard. If you guys want to buy a couple of courses, hit me up an email, and I will send you a coupon, so you can get some a little bit of discount there. All right, how are we doing for time? 46 minutes. Okay, we're going to be wrapping up soon. Is your opinion on the best way to merge an automotive mechanic domain with coding? Find dealerships and try to make them apps. I would find dealerships and see if you can improve their websites, although they may have corporate websites already. So you may have to look into that. But if you work in the industry, I would imagine you have an idea of where they might need some help in terms of software, right? Hey, Stefan, any recommendations, books, and courses? Yes, check on the links below. I got recommended books, including my books for beginners and some other books, and I got some courses for learning most essential business skills for freelance web designers. Again, check below. I got a freelance course that has comes with 5 templates, teaches you how to run a project, how to handle clients, gives you contracts, how to negotiate, etc., etc. And I also have an entrepreneur course as well that I've downloaded my decades of experience into that. Yeah, no problem. Don't worry, we got it. We understood. Do you have a schedule for lives? I try to do them daily. Just subscribe to the channel, and sometimes I do afternoon lives like this, and sometimes I do evening lives. So, being a YouTuber, now, I just got this today. Now, this is not an unboxing, even though I am unboxing. One of the things you got to do as a YouTube guy, apparently, you got to get props. So what did I buy here? I saw this. I said I had to get this light. Whoa, it's pretty big. We'll see if you guys approve. The hashtag light. So there's a nice neon sign, hashtag. Fantastic. If you're going to be a tech coder, vlogger, YouTuber, I think this is a requirement, wouldn't you say? So there you go. What I do per production value. Fantastic. Anyway, again, remind you, link below, I have a Discord channel so that you can communicate with people from the community when I'm not streaming. People have asked for it, that's why I put it up. So I just launched this last night, believe it or not. So there's 50 people online there, well, 49, excuse me. So right now, live. So you don't have to, you can hang out with each other and discuss concepts with each other without me being online. So people had been asking for quite a while. I finally delivered. It's cool. I pop in too, so it's kind of cool. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, you got the hashtag lamp. I'll have it out next time. I think I didn't receive notification for live even when I tapped the bell icon. Yeah, I get that a lot. That's why you should join my Discord and join my newsletters. Newsletters below, you can get that webinar. I'm going to start being more consistent about sending notifications in advance so you know when the new live is going to be. Troy says, is .NET path good or quit and go for PHP? If you like .NET and there are jobs in .NET, then do .NET. It's very good. Yeah. Nice piece of light, man. Yeah. I'm glad you like it. Yeah. What is your email address for the coupon? Just go to... Actually, I'll type it, go to the Discord. I'll type it into Discord. It's Stefan at Studioweb.com. So actually, you know what? I can type it here. Hold on a second. Text. Stefan at Studioweb.com. My muscle memory still remembers. All right, here we go. There you go. Send me an email, and I will say in all caps, so I see your email in the title, in the subject, coupon, please. And I'll send you that coupon. Okay. So there you go for any of my programs. Okay, so people are joining the stream here. Hold on. There we go. People are joining. That's cool. Good. All right, so you're in. All right, so we got a lot of people, a lot of good people here, different skill levels. So I'm pretty sure we can get a pretty good community going on based on the practical teachings. So there you go. That's about it. So what other questions do we have? Let's see. Here we go. Hi, Stefan. I want advice. Do what I love and not get high-paid job easily, or not making money faster, or do something related, get high-paid job, make money faster. Or not make money faster, or do something related and get high-paid job. Well, it depends how much you need the money. Maybe you can start working on, I don't know what the two jobs are, but generally speaking, I'd say do what you love. But be careful. You don't want to be somebody who's, for instance, is doing, I don't know, flower preparation. I don't know if you like that. Some skill set that is not very marketable. Like being an artist, for example, great, but very few artists make much money. So if you're doing art, like music or whatever it is, painting, do that on the side until you build up that business, but have other skill sets you can fall back upon. That's a huge thing, in my opinion. So there's an option for you. Another thing is you could do a high-paying job and develop some FU money. Check out my videos to learn about FU money, and then you have a lot more opportunity, a lot more freedom to pursue your passion projects. So I think it's a combination of things, So, all right, so we got the Discord. If you want to know about the Discord, there's a link below. Because you guys, you'll see it in the stream. So, yeah. What else do we got going on here? Answer some more questions. Is Django good for choice for backend? It is. It is a good choice for backend. A lot of people use Django. Love it. Hey, Stef, serious question. Suppose if you found out that your own child learned Ruby, what would you do? I can't think of a joke. I don't want to bash the Ruby people because they're getting a real bashing right now. If you heard about that story, Matthew brought it to my attention, so other people do. So Ruby is self-bashing right now, so I don't need to bash them anymore, even if it's a joke. Is there still possible success when building a software startup? Yeah, for sure. 100%. It's still early. One of my old students, his company is a startup. They've been working on it for years, though, and they're quite young, and it's got an evaluation of nearly $500 million. Not a million, $500 million with a B dollars. So needless to say, he's doing pretty good. So yeah, there's a lot of opportunity for that. I changed a huge paying job for something I love. Now I need money. Yeah, you gotta find that balance there. You gotta find that balance there. So, how we doing back here? All right, we got people joining. Hey, messaging to see this on stream. Good morning. How are you? I'll give is that a clap? Oh, that's a wave. There we go. I hope you. Thanks for joining the Discord. I want to bring as many people into the community as possible. We got 57 people now, so people are going in. Good. Yeah. What else do we got going on? How important is learning CMD for developers? CMD. I'm not sure what CMD is. Okay. What else do we have here? Hi, Stefan. Please tell me something more about future of coding. I always feel insecure, like it is decreasing quite fast. No, Tao Hao, it is not. It's actually doing pretty good. I think it could be just some basic anxiety you have. What I would do if I were you is maybe try out my Lizard Wizard course. That might help you out with your anxieties. Link below, Lizard Wizard psychology course. It will help calm you down. Here's the basic lesson though. Your brain, my brain, everybody's brain is designed to hyper-exaggerate potential threats. Threats are real threats, like somebody attacking you, a lion coming to eat you, or it could be social threats, you know? It could be threats that I might lose my job. Some of our brains are more hyper-reactive to that than others. So, it's when you have a fear about something, understand that your brain is constructing this fear. And in fact, your brain is overemphasizing this fear. So one exercise I teach people is imagine all the times you've had anxieties about things. Think about all those past experiences and nothing happened. Nothing happened. You had the anxiety and then time passed and nothing actually ever happened, right? So it's a part of the human condition. Our brains are literally designed to overemphasize fear, potential threats. So understand, the first step is to understand that these emotions you have are constructed by your lizard brain and they're artificial most of the time. So chances are your anxieties and fears are just hyper exaggerations of what's actually going on. Okay? I hope that helps. Command prompt. Of course. You got to know a little bit. You don't have to be a master at it. You just got to know a little bit, simple commands. But it also depends on the type of coding that you're doing. Nerf says, that's a very lizard wizzy icon you have there, by the way, Nerf. Lizard Wizard course is amazing. Yes, everybody should take Lizard Wizard course. In fact, I think Matthew is correct. Somebody suggested, Matthew, that the first course you should take is Lizard Wizard. I would tend, because if you take Lizard Wizard, it's going to help you with all kinds of aspects of your life and help you learn how to code much more quickly. Help you to get a job much more easily. Stefan, I want to learn coding to improve my trading on the stock market. Shall I start with Python or JavaScript? Python. I would go Python. Links below. Justin says, I'm always curious what books or movies people like. I think it provides a lot of insight. May I ask your favorites? I'm translating Justin's request. He's asking for some deep insight into my psychology. So I could say certain things and throw you off the track. So I will. So one of my favorite movies of all time is Al Pacino's Scarface. Scarface is one of my favorite movies. Probably because I was a teenager when I watched that film. Another one of my favorite films, is Blade Runner. Ridley Scott Blade Runner, the original. The second one that came out recently is pretty good too, but the original. Again, came out when I was a teenager, so that's probably a reason why. What's another great movie? There's a series that you probably never watched. The production value is it looks like a high school play because it was from the 70s. And it's called I, Claudius. I, Claudius. You might be able to find it on YouTube or Netflix. You got to be into Roman drama. So those are some three. I, Claudius is not a movie, but another one I like is Lawrence of Arabia. Lawrence of Arabia is another one of my favorite movies of all time. So again, I think it has much more to do with the fact I grew up watching those films. More of anything else. They've stood the test of time, in my opinion. Mohammed says, thanks, Stefan. 2 jobs are cybersecurity, get high paid, job hardly, and what I love, and software engineering, get high paid, job maybe quickly, that is second choice. Yeah, cybersecurity is much more of a niche thing, you know. I love you to review my portfolio. I am tired. I feel like I'm ready to, but I still fear. You know what? That's Yeah. I think that's one of the things we do in the mentoring group, by the way. I think I would just go out there, dude. Just get some feedback. There's millions of companies. So start getting feedbacks. It's like dating. Ask somebody out. You get rejected. You get better the next time. You get better the next time. That's why in Lizard Wizard Komodo, I teach you how to get rejected. It's one of the skills. You have to learn how to get rejected. It's not a big deal. All right, how are we doing? Yeah, The Matrix is a great film as well. I love The Matrix as well. Yeah, Blade Runner. Yeah, 2049. Those are, they're great. I've been getting into, these are great films. Yeah, list your top 3 favorite films since we are 125. What are the top 3 favorite films of yours? Scarface, yeah, Reservoir Dogs, great films. A lot of it also depends on my mood. Right now I'm into visually compelling films because I do this YouTube stuff, right? Because I watched Blade Runner and Lawrence of Arabia and Blade Runner 2049, that's why I can do this with my bokeh now. Look at this handwork. Pretty amazing. So, yeah. Do you think Linux is necessary for developers to learn, and why? No, I don't think it's necessary. It might be, depending on the type of job. But I also think that when it comes to deployment and hosting, I think people should go to fully managed. I don't believe that software developers have to be server administrators. How to find an idea for a startup? They have created everything, including electric ear washers. Well, you got to keep working on it. There's opportunities. It might be, it might be in something to do with crypto, maybe AI, Stef, what is your favorite band? Again, depends on my mood, Some days I like, Led Zeppelin. Some days I like Miles Davis. Depends what I'm listening to. Yeah, I don't know. It's all very mood dependent. I like the Small Faces sometimes. Hey, Stefan. I hope you are good. I'm great. Thanks for asking. I hope everything is well with you. I recently started to learn Java. Not sure what should I do next. Kindly guide me through. Well, finish your Java and see if you like it or not. And maybe try a higher level language like a Kotlin that could take you to, which works with Java. So that might be a natural second language to learn. Or maybe jump into Python. But if you read, again, if you go to the beginning of the video, I give you my 7 steps. You should follow those steps. I studied Java for 4 semesters. I know the fundamentals of OOP, that's object-oriented programming, and I will finish graphical user interface soon, that's GUI, soon. I did 2 small Java and 1 web project. What kind of job should I apply to, big or small? I look toward Java jobs more. Well, if you're doing Java, you're going to be applying to big companies, far more likely than not. Yes, cybersecurity is very niche. Troy likes A Knight's Tale and Forrest Gump. Yeah, Forrest Gump. Napoleon Dynamite. Need for Speed. Death Wish 3. War Dogs. That's cool. Shawshank Redemption. Braveheart. Yeah, Forrest Gump. Yeah. I'm more a serious guy. Mr. Robot, Game of Thrones. I haven't seen Game of Thrones yet. I heard it's amazing. I haven't watched Game of Thrones yet. So that's something I got to get into, I think. So, I have to. The fancy cameras do not have auto exposure, strangely enough. I don't think this one has anyway. So, when the sun comes in or out, I have to change my exposure. Let's see what's going on in. There we go. We got people. How many people we got? It's 59 people now are on the Discord channel. So if you want to, link is below. If you want to join up so you can interact with people from this community real time. 60 people now. So this group, yeah, it is about programming skills. I'm going to bring in a few things. What's going to happen in the Discord? Well, first of all, I'm going to start announcing my live stream, so you guys you'll get the notifications through Discord or through my newsletters. I will be occasionally putting up some private video links that I'll host off my Vimeo. I'll put them in here for you guys. Of course, you're going to have your own ability. I'm going to work on the channels. So I have coding news, coding help in general now. And so I'm going to work on that based on people's suggestions. And we'll see what else is in there. It's going to be a coding discussion place, but also very job-oriented, experience-oriented. So it's not going to be the place, at least not from me anywhere. I'm going to have a React, how to create a Twitter clone in React. I won't be doing that. But I will be doing is teaching you guys how to think like very experienced developers. We'll get into soft skills and some coding, of course, coding very advanced concepts, etc., etc. So be in there. All I ask you, don't spam. Try to be nice to each other, and you take it from there. So yeah, great bands. Yeah, there's so many great bands. How can a biology study computer science engineering? Is it hard? I don't know. It depends on you. Some people take to it easily, some people don't. Linux is great. When you are into business or having startup, you might not want to depend on proprietary stuff, open source empower startups. Could be. But sometimes if you get a commercial product and you have to pay a small fee and you don't have to spend hours tinkering to get something to work, that's worth it. So for example, not a perfect example, I'm using a piece of software here called Ecamm Live. Let me see if I can go to, so it's called Ecamm Live, and it makes it very easy for me to stream and read comments and post comments like this from the Ultimate Warrior. It's all very cool to switch from different views, etc. So I could use OBS, and I played with it, but this just made it easier. And if something comes up, because I'm a licensor of I license their product, I get direct support right away. So it just makes my life easier. It saves me hours and hours of time. So it depends on the situation. What is a good database? I guess database, as you're trying to say. Many good ones. They're all good. They're all good. The most popular is still MySQL, I think, but they're all good. Choose whatever one you like, and then you can decide. Please, need your help. Where can I send you my portfolio? Oh, I would love to, but I get so many DMs and messages. You have no idea. So I have very limited time in that regard. Just go out there, dude. Maybe, you know what? Join the Discord. Mr. CS Projects, join the Discord and post screenshots of your portfolio here. And there's some experienced developers on here for sure. And you can get some feedback. If you post it here, I'll give you some quick feedback. So yeah, just ping me, and we'll do that way. WebStack, are 3 months enough? I've had people do my WebStack course and get a job and beat out people with comp sci degrees with just 2 months. So it's definitely enough. I know Brainstorm. Good film. It's so advanced thinking for its time. It was almost banned from all cinemas because of the tech military involvement. Really? It was almost banned. I like Brainstorm. That's quite a great... Natalie Wood, right, Hugh? Natalie Wood... And what's his name? I picture that guy, the more cowboy guy. What's his name? He was in Deer Hunter. That's a good film. Yeah, it's a very good film. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. If I remember correctly, yeah. Game of Thrones is better on Audible. Really? You're saying get the Audible version of Game of Thrones rather than I think it's HBO, right? Sounds great. Good. All right. sorry, just bang. What's going on here? I don't know. My emoji skills are they're lacking here. Where's it? Where's the? There we go. All right, we're good. How are we doing for time? Whoa, an hour. All right, I'm going to close up. I see you're in a server I'm a dev in. All right. I started learning website again. Hamza, I've started learning website again from the 1000th time. Do you have an approximate release date of your pro courses? I'm particularly interested in the pro CSS. Very soon. Next couple of weeks. I've just been delayed over and over again. The pro courses are essentially just updates to the current foundation courses. I update those courses when I need to, and I'm adding a few new things to them. And I'm branding them pro courses because when you do my HTML5 course and my CSS, and my JavaScript, my PHP, you come out with the ability to write commercial code. So I'm adding a few extra things which will really make them pro level, if you will. There already are. People get jobs. Just check out the reviews. But this is just some additional components to it. They're coming out soon, though. All right. Stef, Hamza says, wish me luck. I wish you luck, Hamza. I know you can do it. Just do 20 minutes a day, and you'll be in a good position. Just 20 minutes a day. All right? What do you think of OOP and Fortran from the 90s? I don't know, man. Oh, there we go. There's a GitHub link with the project. So there you go. Cool. All right, guys, I'm going to let you continue. If you want to continue conversation with each other, the Discord is there for you. And I will see you in the next live stream. I will end the stream with my ASMR video. If you need to chill out and relax, which is always a good thing, here it is. This is my from a little vacation I took in Maine about a year or so ago. All right. Talk soon, guys. Ciao. Discord is below. Discord is below.